before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay locked in for more real, raw stories like this. I never imagined that an ordinary Friday evening could flip my entire world upside down, yet it somehow did. My name is Oliver, and I genuinely believed I understood my wife Juniper inside and out. We'd been together for 8 years, settled in the familiar rhythm most couples know well. Cozy movie nights, weekend trails, peaceful shared meals. I trusted her without question. Or at least, that's what I told myself. That night around 6, Juniper sent me a message, sounding light and relaxed. "Hey, love, it's just a girls' party. Don't stress, I'll be home late." I hesitated before replying, an uneasy feeling forming deep in my gut. Something about her phrasing felt a little too polished, a little off, but I brushed it aside. "All right, enjoy yourself." I typed back, then added a line I shouldn't have. "Hope you and he are having a great time." The second I hit send, regret washed over me. I hadn't meant to accuse her. Yet the words slipped through anyway. 10 minutes later, my phone exploded with notifications. Juniper was leaving the party. Every message carried raw panic. One word stood out, chilling me to the core, terrified. I tried calling her, but it went straight to voicemail. My mind spiraled. What I just stirred up. I hovered over my phone, battling the urge to apologize, to explain, to fix it instantly. Still, a quiet instinct told me to pause. Sometimes, silence says more than any rushed reply ever could. When Juniper finally walked through the door later that night, she wasn't her usual cheerful self after a night out. Her face was drained of color, her hands unsteady as she dropped her purse. Her eyes, typically full of warmth and mischief, darted nervously around the room like she expected danger to follow her in. I watched her, the tension in my chest tightening by the second. "Oliver," she murmured, barely audible. The fear in her voice pulled me closer without thinking. She recoiled slightly. "What happened?" I asked gently, trying to keep my own worry under control. She hesitated, swallowed, then exhaled shakily. I shouldn't have gone. I didn't mean to." Her voice faded. I wanted answers, wanted names, wanted clarity, but I forced myself to stay composed. I knew by now that anger never uncovers truth. Patience does. "Just breathe, Juniper. Start from the beginning. Tell me everything." She collapsed onto the couch, shoulders quivering. "It was meant to be innocent," she said. "Just drinks, music, chatter." But then he showed up, Milo, the guy from a photography studio. The same man she'd once mentioned casually over brunch, brushed off as nothing more than a coworker. My chest tightened as the puzzle pieces clicked into a painful pattern. What happened with Milo? I asked calmly. Her fingers trembled as they rested on her knees. He cornered me. At first it felt like harmless flirting, just jokes, laughing, but then it changed. Her words slowed, heavy with meaning. I felt trapped, Oliver. I couldn't move. I didn't want to cause a scene, ruin the night for everyone. So I left. I ran. I swear I ran. And when I checked my phone, I saw your text. She looked at me, eyes wide with fear and guilt. I sank into the chair opposite her. I expected anger, betrayal, some blazing emotion to rise. But instead, a wave of protectiveness took over. She had confided in me, and my careless message had only deepened her fear. Reaching across the table, I hesitated before softly placing my hand over hers. Juniper, you're safe now. That's what matters. She exhaled shakily, leaning into my touch as if it grounded her. We stayed like that for a while, wrapped in the quiet hum of the city beyond the window. In that stillness, something became clear. Trust isn't blind devotion. It's knowing limits, respecting boundaries, and understanding when to speak and when to stay still. My impulsive message had disrupted a fragile balance I never even realized existed. Eventually, she spoke again, softer now. She didn't understand why she'd stayed as long as she did. She wanted to appear strong, unshaken, but Milo had made her feel small and powerless. Her voice cracked, and I squeezed her hand. You weren't weak, I told her. You were just human, and that's okay. We talked deep into the night, about the party, about Milo, about every small moment that led to this painful scare. It was honest, unfiltered, and strangely healing. The tension between us slowly dissolved. We both owned our mistakes. And somehow, it wasn't the fear or the confrontation that repaired us. It was our shared vulnerability. By the time the first hint of sunrise touched the sky, we'd made silent promises to each other. Absolute honesty, open communication. No more careless jokes that cut deeper than intended. We were finding our way back, cautiously but sincerely. That night taught me more than years of routine ever could. Love isn't just comfort and laughter. It's standing firm when chaos creeps in, choosing one another when everything feels like it's falling apart. It's loyalty in the storm, not just in the calm. Juniper rested her head on my shoulder while I poured us fresh coffee, and a quiet relief washed over me. I admired her strength, her courage. I realized how delicate trust truly is, how a few careless words can spark fear in seconds. And yet, even in the wreckage, there was something strangely beautiful. The way she held on to me, the gratitude in her eyes, the silent understanding that this could have ended us. But instead, it reshaped us. That night never left me. It reminds me that love isn't predictable and safety is never guaranteed. Sometimes the people closest to us will surprise us. Not always how we expect, but we survived it together. And in the end, surviving side by side matters more than any argument, any doubt, any passing jealousy. Because enduring love isn't built on passion alone. It's forged through courage, empathy, and trust strengthened when hearts tremble the most. As Juniper finally drifted into sleep, I whispered quietly, almost to myself, "We made it and we'll keep making it." And for the first time in hours, peace settled over me like a calm after the storm.